What's up, guys? Today we're talking about how to lose the last 10 pounds on your weight loss journey, especially if you're following the ketogenic, low carb, high fat diet. Welcome to my channel, guys. This channel is filled with tips and tricks to help you reach your goals, get some ideas, inspiration to make it all the way to your ultimate goal. And today's topic, the last 10 pounds, seems to be the one thing that everyone struggles with. And there's a reason for that. For one thing, your body does not want to lose that weight. It's gonna hold on to it because this is just the way we are built, created to survive. And so when you're trying to get to that really defined level, your body wants to hold on to it, but there are some things that you guys can do to get there. I personally lost over 75 pounds following the ketogenic diet. I got great results and I reached my ultimate goal and I got past those last 10 pounds. It was hard. I mean, it took some time, but it wasn't actually that bad. The main thing I want to let you guys know though, I get these emails all the time and you guys say, the last 10 pounds is the biggest struggle for me. I keep seeing the scale going up and down. And I just wanted one little thing to tell you guys, perhaps you should disconnect yourself from the number on the scale and focus on building muscle, because the muscle is going to burn additional calories that's going to create your body to be more lean, and it's going to allow you to reduce the rest of that body fat if you do that. Now I have some specific tips for you that will get you there if you don't want to just ditch the scale and just say, okay, I'm going to focus on how my body looks and how I'm feeling and how the clothes are fitting, and you really want to get those last 10 pounds off. So number one, 0 sugars. That means take a look at the labels and make sure you do not have any sugar in there and there is no hidden sugar anywhere. You want 0 sugar while you are trying to reach this last 10-pound goal. Now also remember, when you get to that goal, when you lose the last 10 pounds, whatever you did to get there, you're going to need to adopt into your life. And a lot of times cutting out all sugar altogether can be really challenging and difficult. But if you start adding it in a little bit, like, you know, we're talking a couple grams here or there, not like adding in eating all the sugar you used to eat. But in those last 10 pounds, if you take a look at the labels and you look for things that have no sugar and no hidden sugars, that is one way that you can possibly push your body over the limit to losing those last 10 pounds. Okay, number 2, high intensity workouts. Specifically, if you can do these while in the fasted state, you're going to be burning more fat, you're going to be reducing insulin spikes, but also you are going to be producing more HGH, human growth hormone, which is going to help you lose the last 10 pounds. I specifically use these home workouts that I love. I'll put the link in the description so you can check them out. Really, it's a great way to add in variety and be able to pick from different things. And personally, if I go to the gym, I feel like I'll just like stand on an elliptical and not really push myself that intensely. But home workouts, it's almost like having a personal trainer right here in your house. And so that definitely helps. So check that out if you need a workout. Otherwise, kick your workouts up to the next level. If you're one of those people that are just kind of doing it and it's a little bit lazy and you're just going through the motions of your workout, just keep in mind that the high intensity workouts really do help. Also, strength training is super important to add into your workout routine. You're not gonna gain too much muscle, you're not gonna be a huge bodybuilder. You can lift heavy and you will define your body, and really the ultimate goal here should be to get the definition, define. You may gain a little bit of weight and muscle mass, but it's going to reduce in the body fat percentage. So just consider that as you are doing your workouts. Don't be too hard on yourself with the scale. Okay, number 3 is going to be you need 8 hours of sleep a night. This is so important, and I know you guys have heard this. You're like, yeah, I know I need sleep, but it's really hard for me to get sleep when I have these two kids and I'm up all night and all of this. But listen, guys, body fat, you're gonna lose more body fat if you get more sleep at night. If you're just sleeping 6 hours, 5 hours, 7 hours a night, you need at least 8 solid hours, because most of the fat burning benefits that you get from the exercise you're doing occurs at night while you sleep. Okay, number 4 is going to be following the ketogenic diet and intermittent fasting. A lot of people will be doing the keto diet and they've never tried or heard of intermittent fasting. This can be a really powerful way to get you beyond where you've kind of plateaued to get to that next level of losing the last 10 pounds. Intermittent fasting, so you can either be doing 2 meals a day or you can do 3 meals a day, but really if you want to focus on narrowing your feeding window into 8 hours and having 16 hours of fasted time, I do have a video with a beginner's guide on intermittent fasting. If you want to learn more about that, I'll put that in the description or it'll be up here somewhere. But intermittent fasting is a really great way to help you increase your human growth hormone production. Like I mentioned before, it's going to help with that fat burning and it's going to help you reach your ultimate goal and lose that last 10 pounds. Also, like I mentioned before, you want to do your workout during your fasted state, so you're burning more fat off your body. And also, it's a really great way to work out when you're fasted because you don't have all this food in your stomach and it feels really good, believe it or not. If you have a hard time intermittent fasting, you might want to consider adding in exogenous ketones during your fasted state. Keep in mind, guys, you want to keep the calorie content within your fast below 50 calories because you don't want to break your fast and cause that HGH production to stop. And exogenous ketones can actually help you prolong your fast and, make it work well in your lifestyle. And it can also give you energy and boost your results with your workout if you are working out in the fasted state. I have an information on my favorite ketones in the description. Okay, the next tip is apple cider vinegar. I know you guys have heard it, you've seen it, you wonder if it's really true, if it really does help, but apple cider vinegar really does help you get beyond where you are to where you want to be in your lifestyle, losing the last 10 pounds. And the reason for this is because of the acetic acid, which helps your body lower insulin levels, which in turn lowers your blood sugars. And since insulin is what causes weight gain, you want to keep that as low as possible. Now you can drink apple cider vinegar in the morning and at night, and I'll put some of my favorite recipes in the description here so you can get an idea of a couple different ways that you can make it or mix it up. But you can also just literally take a shot glass of apple cider vinegar, throw it back, 1 in the morning, 1 at night, and you're good to go. And if you find that you have digestive issues, a lot of people like to have their apple cider vinegar right before a meal. But you can also take it on an empty stomach. It's really up to you and what you prefer. The big thing is that you take it, and so how much should you take per serving? That would just be 1 tablespoon. And you don't just have to take it like a shot. You could just add it into the foods that you're eating. Like you can add apple cider vinegar to your salads. You can mix it into foods you're baking or sauteing or creating. Apple cider vinegar, I know with like some feta cheese on a salad with some salmon is amazing, with some olive oil, of course. All right, the next tip, guys, and this kind of bounces off the last one because I was talking about feta cheese, but you might want to consider eliminating dairy products and especially cheese, because cheese has mold in it and mold may cause a reaction to some people. You could just try taking out the cheese, cutting out all cheese altogether and leaving in other dairy and see if that helps you to begin with. If you still notice maybe you're inflamed, maybe you don't feel like yourself, you might then want to consider eliminating other dairy products as well. But for a lot of people, just eliminating the cheese can make a significant impact and help you get to that next level. And there is research out there that shows that cheese can increase anxiety, which increases the amount of cortisol, which leads to an additional increase of insulin. All of these things obviously don't help with the weight loss goal, so that can be another reason why you might want to try cutting out the cheese. Okay guys, and while Caffeine is one way to help you push yourself a little further in your workouts and stuff and get some energy for your day. You might want to consider cutting back your caffeine to maybe 1 cup of coffee a day, or if you're drinking exogenous ketones that are charged, the caffeinated ones, you want to have 1 of those per day because it's the same equivalent, if you're talking about the Prove It ketones, as a cup of coffee. So if you do that, because caffeine, when combined with the exogenous ketones, actually help the uptake in your system and help your body utilize those ketones efficiently. But if you're just drinking coffee and you have 3 or 4 cups of coffee throughout your day, you could be triggering an insulin response and an insulin spike, which could be holding you back from losing those last 10 pounds. It's something to try. Maybe just cut back to 1 cup a day. All right, guys, the next one, you're not gonna like me on this one, but it has to be said. The next thing that you can try to lose the last 10 pounds is eliminating all alcohol. It can be so hard, right? To say, I'm not gonna drink anymore, especially in social functions, you go out, it's just what people do. But I can tell you guys, if you're trying to get those last 10 pounds off, if you are drinking alcohol, it can literally take you 24 to 48 hours to get back into ketosis after drinking a glass of wine. And so even though there's low net carbs in the wine, or if you're drinking straight alcohol, it's going to impact your results. It's going to impact how your body stays and remains within ketosis. So you don't want any breaks in your ketosis. You want to be in ketosis, you want to be deep in ketosis, you want to be burning that fat for fuel, and you don't want anything to interrupt that. And I can tell you guys from personal experience, as well as how my husband lost his last 10 pounds, he completely cut out alcohol, which was a huge thing for him. He loves beer, he loves all of that stuff, but cutting out alcohol will help you get to your last 10 pounds, for sure. So after you reach your goal, you can add it back, but in moderation. Just consider the fact that once you get there, you're trying to maintain. And so you may not be losing when you drink alcohol, but the goal is to get it so that you're not gaining. So you want to continue, you can continue drinking those drinks that are keto friendly. Okay, the next tip is you want to do whatever you can, guys, to reduce the amount of stress that you have in your life, because stress causes cortisol spikes, and that leads to insulin spikes, and that leads to fat storage, or really just not being able to lose the fat. I know a lot of things are out of your control, but if you can try to just take yourself aside and just relax a little bit, maybe take a bath every day, really focus on the self-care, meditation, taking care of yourself, getting enough sleep, all of these things really can make an impact in those last 10 pounds. It's really hard to reach that level of achievement in weight loss when you have a very stressful lifestyle. Okay, and lastly, I want to spin it right back around to the beginning where we talked about how you might want to just consider getting rid of the scale, congratulating yourself for getting this far. I'm not talking about giving up. I'm talking about focusing on how you feel, what your body composition is like, building muscle, because that muscle, like I said before, is going to burn more calories at resting. It's going to help you lose more fat, and it's going to help you become tighter, leaner, and all of these amazing things. In the home workouts there's an incredible series on strength training and all of that, and it's just really important to build up that muscle within your body. So that's what I recommend for a lot of people that are like, I'm trying to lose the last 10 pounds. It's really frustrating because the scale keeps going up and down. Nothing that I do works. And I just want you to consider something. Your body is pretty happy at the weight that you are at, and you reached that level by doing some things that made some changes in your body and hopefully improved your health. But now it's saying, okay, I'm happy right here where I am. I don't want to go any further. Last 10 pounds, your body can go into that whole mode. The last thing you want to do is cut your calories way down. Please do not destroy your metabolism. You don't want to do that. And that's why I tell you it's really important to add in that exercise, because you don't want to be eating too few calories. You want to be getting plenty of calories through the keto diet. If you don't hit your fat macros at the end of the day, That is okay. Allow your body to burn the fat off your body, not just the fat that you are eating. And you might just be, right now, with the amount of calories you're eating, the amount of calories you're burning, the amount of fat you're eating, you might just be maintaining. And so you want to get to the level where your body is burning the fat off your body. So it is okay. I know a lot of people do like fat bombs, fat coffees, all of these things, which are great in the beginning as you're trying to get your body fat adapted. But once you are fat adapted, it is okay to eat a little bit less fat as long as you're not eating low fat and you're not cutting back the calories and you're not doing harm to your metabolism, but you're listening to your body, you're following those signals, you're eating when hungry, you're stopping when full. All of those things contribute together. So good luck, guys, reaching your goals with the ketogenic diet, low carb, high fat, and getting beyond those last 10 pounds. I do have an amazing group in Facebook that is full of positive, inspiring men and women all working on their goals. It's a no judgment zone. And I'll put the link in the description if you want to join that. The only thing I ask is that you don't judge anyone. You're not, because the keto community can be, it can be different things for different people, and some people follow it in different ways. And so if you're joining the group, I just want you to keep an open mind with the members and allow them to do it how they want to do it and to support everyone just to reaching their goals and that sort of thing. So I'll put the link in the description. Thanks, guys, for watching this one. Be sure to hit that subscribe button for more content like this. Take care, guys.